There's a lot of challenges to ensuring the accountability and the transparency of what happens behind walls. There's also been opportunities. Prisoners are more restricted in their movements within the prison, and so their daily lives became even more confined. Around April, there was a law which was enacted, whose purpose was in a way to reduce the prison population by releasing inmates via different means in order to minimize the dangers of the spreading of the virus and the consequences it might have. And this law, for instance, has led to the release of close to 2,000 inmates. So now we are focusing the most in remote visits, so Zoom visits, which obviously have loads of limitations, but they're the best we can do, and they still allow us to, one, ensure some presence, and two, to debate specifically with the authorities deeper and more systematic issues. We emphasize all the time the need for psychological support. Mental well-being is one of our key topics. Is having 15 minutes a day of phone calls enough to ensure that that right is properly fulfilled? Before the pandemic, situation was worse in our prisons, for instance, where inmates had 5 minutes to make a phone call to their loved ones per day. With the pandemic, it mostly went up to 15. You cannot try and assume that the deprivation of liberty also wants to prepare you for when you're released if you don't promote the ties that you have with the outside world. And we've really stressed the relevance of ensuring more transparency, more accountability, more availability of contact, so more information, more support really. And it is important to see the other and it as your neighbor, both us as workers that monitor prevention, talking to detainees, talking to the authorities, but also the authorities talking to the detainees, and also the detainees talking to other detainees. If everybody treated the other as their neighbor in a way, showing care, we get better with time.